All right, taking a look at gold. Gold continues to go sideways, but there was some signs of strength earlier in the session that so far have fallen away. But before we go further, a quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by XNest, the world's largest retail broker, offering ultra-fast execution with no overnight fees. Find a link in the description below. This is Bruce for FXEmpire, taking a look at the daily chart for spot gold. So a couple things we want to just kind of reiterate and be aware of. Number one, gold is in a clear downtrend. And that was reconfirmed recently with this low back here earlier in June at 4,023. And then again at yesterday's new trend low at 3,942, and you could see that that got much closer to this potential support zone. Nevertheless, we had some signs of strength today with a breakout above this minor swing low here, 4,096. And then a reclaim of the 10-day simple moving average. Not that big a deal, but it was confirmed right here. And then resistance was found at the long-term uptrend line. Remember, that was support. Now it's resistance. That's bearish. Resistance, that's bearish. Failure to close above the lower swing high, and bearish. So downward pressure remains, and the downtrend is well intact. However, if there is a rally above today's high of 4,116, gold could rise into the 20-day moving average to test it as resistance, currently at 4,180 and falling. But that's not much of a move, of course. So if it's reclaimed, however, then the 50 moving average up here, the orange, at 4,423 approximately currently, becomes an upside target along with the downtrend line and this lower swing high here at 4,382. So we have a more significant resistance zone up there. However, resistance at the long-term trend line is a big deal, but only if we get an additional bearish signal. First below today's low, 3,960, and then below the trend low at 3,942. So it's certainly possible to see a bounce up to the 20 moving average. See resistance here and here. So that's the key level for this trend, and gold is not going any higher unless it gets above the 20 moving average first. At the same time, we have a potentially significant support zone here identified by the 127.2% Fibonacci extension of this advance and prior and this swing low right here. And this I'm going to give greater significance to because it's part of that rising bull trend, and a drop below it is a reversal signal. Doesn't mean it's going to keep falling at that point, but it is technically a reversal signal. Anyway, that is it for gold traders. Have a great week.